Welcome to the channel. 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1. Manchester is red and we don't care. We do not want to hear anything anyone is about to say. That City is injured or they have players out, Rodri is not playing, their defense was weak. You know, these guys had a leakage. Manchester City had a leakage of the lineup that United are going to use. They had it 24 hours before the match was played. So it means that they had their way. They could do anything with that lineup. They could prepare, they could organize their play, they could change their lineup just to make sure that they counter what United was about to offer. But what did they do? They lost. And I don't care. They lost to Manchester United. 2-1. So Manchester is red. And how did this happen? If you look at the game and the statistics therein, it tells you a very, very different story. That United were up. In fact, United were the better team. Look at the possession. Look at the shots on goal. Look at, we were even on most things. And this is Manchester United against Manchester City. Something that has never happened. These guys always dominate the red side of United. In fact, Manchester has been red for the longest time. United has had a bad statistics against top 10 teams or even top 6 teams. We never win away. But what did United do? AMAD-Zing them. We AMAD them yesterday. And that was a beautiful game. And I can't stop watching that replay, that AMAD final goal. I can't stop watching because that was a beauty. For the first time, I almost broke my TV. I almost broke my TV. Thank God it was up there on the wall because the screams and the celebrations and all that. Anyway, Ruben Amorim is here to stay. And the decisions this coach is making are just out of this world. Leaving RASHFORD and GARNACHO completely out of the squad, that makes him have like 6 balls. In fact, if you needed another ball, I'll give him mine. Just for such a decision. Because we've had players for years just being passengers in a team, always circling, always behaving as if they own the club, yet they are on big monies. No, RASHFORD, I've been critical of RASHFORD. Every time he does well, I support him. But RASHFORD has been pathetic. And the coach came out and said, you have to eat right, you have to dress right, you have to interact with other players, you have to be part of the team, be present 90 minutes, your body language. And that is what RASHFORD does not give. And I'm surprised Garnacho is falling into that trap again. Because I've always had this liking for the boy. He's been one of our best players for some 2 seasons now. So I don't know where this bad behavior is coming from. But Amorim does not give a hoot. It doesn't matter whether you're scoring 30 goals, whether you're scoring every other day. If you're not towing the line, you're going to sit back and watch the rest do the job. And that is exactly what Manchester United did yesterday. Without Garnacho, without Amad, we were worried. The lineup, when we looked at it, we had 5 defenders. 5 defenders against a Manchester City that can possess the game until kingdom come. But the result was resounding. The first 80 minutes just passed by. We were wondering, where will we get this equalizer? Because if you look at the City goal, they did not have a shot on target on open play. These guys were shut out. In fact, Mazuri made Doku look like a duku. This guy could not do nothing against him. Only once did he slip and Doku was through, but nothing happened. They only got a chance and it was through a corner. And it was, let me just say, basically it was a deflection. And it went in. Diallo scored that goal. But after that, United took care of the game. And I remember in my preview video I said this game will only be won or will be a success if we are pragmatic about things. And that is exactly what Manchester United were. I'm sorry to see Mount leave so early in the game through injury, but I think it's high time also United made a decision. Some of these players are injury prone. They are always injured. They cannot last entire game. So it is a high time the club decided what to do. Mount, Shaw, Casemiro should also be looked at. Eriksen, these are players who are just, they're not doing much to the cause. Right now, we want players who can be able to be present 90 minutes plus, and that is exactly what the team should be going for. I'm not, I'm not picking on these players, but if you're not giving Manchester United 90 minutes of your time on the pitch, always on, I don't think you are cut for this club, because the AMORIM ball requires presence, requires agility, requires movement, running, and players doing their part. So, Manchester is red, and we are keeping it as red as it gets. Now, that is a game gone. The next game is against Spurs on Thursday. That is a Carling Cup, I think Carabao Cup. And we need a win in that game, because why beat City and lose to Spurs? Huh? Why beat City and lose to Spurs? It's like going 2 steps forward, 1 step backward, or 1 step forward, 2 steps backward, which is not good for the club. And the club needs to be able to move forward. And the players are showing that they are interested. If you look at the performance of the defense, Maguire was solid. Haaland had nowhere to go. He could not turn. They reverted to long balls, and Maguire was present. He was always knocking them off Haaland. In fact, if you're looking for Haaland, just ask Maguire to empty his pockets. He's right there. He's right in there, in Maguire's pockets. Ugarte was solid. I've never seen a player so present in a game like that. And he played that way, and he didn't even get a card. The only 2 players who were given yellow cards in that game was Hodgland and the City defender Walker, who pretended that he has been hit by a bazooka. Seriously, at his age, why would you do such a thing? Go down funny. I wish he had a red card. Anyway, we as Manchester United, we are kissing the badge all the way, all the way, all the way, because Manchester is red. And the only blemish in that game was that Onana could not distribute the ball the way he does. Every ball he kicked went out. Every ball he kicked long went out. I don't know what happened, but I think the coach will rectify that. Bruno had a one-on-one chance. That was a clean chance. He knew he had to score that goal. But when the penalty came, under pressure, extreme pressure, the whole world watching, Bruno said, I'm the captain. I'm going to do it. And he gave Manchester United a goal that sparked another revival. United scored another one 1 minute and a few seconds later through AMAD. That touch to make sure that the keeper doesn't touch the ball, and then he slotted in under defenders' legs. They could not clear that ball. In fact, they were mixed up, and that is what we like as Manchester United red. The mix-up is good for us. So we won. Guardiola has lost 8 out of 11 matches, something that has never happened. This dude is gonna suffer, because he's having sleepless nights. He's having scratches all over his head. He's going through so much. But United has just compounded the problem. The Manchester side, the red side of Manchester, has made Pep Guardiola bow to the pressure. Thank you for watching. This is Coach Charles on the Soccer Benchmark. If you've not subscribed, take a minute. This thing is gonna be interesting. Give me a like, comment, and let's keep playing football the Manchester red side way.